Let's see. Am I live? Am I live? Okay. So I seem to be live. Yeah. So hi guys. I actually wanted to go live earlier in the day, but hey, the little ones have been keeping me very busy today. We actually went for the immunization. Let me check something. Okay, I seem to be clear. Yeah, my floor. Let me hide my floor. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to this live chat. Um, so I wanted to touch on a few things. I basically wanted to touch on the branding and the social uh, media uh, marketing for photographers. I've received a lot of people asking me in terms of how's my sound? How's my sound, Nico? This one I want to check here if I'm good. And I see Mr. Ngobo is watching as well. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Just tell me how my sound is. Thanks for the comment on the lighting, Nico. So I've received a lot of people asking me in terms of how can they go about marketing their photography business on social media. How do I get to get more clients? How do I keep myself busy and things like that? And then how do you brand as a photographer, or even a small business? I'm not an expert, nah. Don't don't shoot me for what I think is right in terms of what I do. I'm not an expert. I'm not a brand and or social media expert, but I think I have been able to get a few notes. So so basically, in terms of going about advertising yourself on social media, these are the few things that you need to take into consideration. In terms of branding, you identify your product. What's the product? What is the product that you're advertising? Who is it for? And 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 where are the people that you're selling your product to, as well as what's their lifestyle. So like every other one, or everyone needs to, or every business, you need to have some sort of uh, a product that you're selling, and you need to know who you're selling that product to. You cannot just pick up the camera, just take 1,000 photos and then sell those photos to everyone. You need to have specific people that you're selling your pictures to. Like for instance, I do a lot of pregnancy shoots. I do a lot of corporate work. I do a lot of cake smash, newborn, family shoot, and things like that. But I hardly put everything that I do on social media, because I'm trying to sell pregnancy shoot. I'm trying to sell newborn shoots, and I'm trying to sell the cake smash. I do have weddings that I shoot, but I don't put a lot of them on social media. What I've done now, I've just opened a different Instagram page for Busang photography weddings. So and that's basically how I approach my business in terms of branding myself. So now that's why most of the time I see a lot of people tagging me that, hey, you want a pregnancy photographer, and then I get tagged on that. That's because I've branded myself as a pregnancy, newborn, and cake smash photographer with less weddings. And then you get other guys as well that have branded themselves in terms of their fashion uh, photographers. They hardly do other shoots. That they do them, but you hardly see them posting those shoots, like your family shoots on Instagram and things like that. check like exquisite moments for an example. They do a whole lot of weddings, but they do family shoots. Gift photography, they do a whole lot of weddings, but they do family shoots. But they mostly post weddings because they branded themselves as wedding photographers. That doesn't mean that they cannot do other shoots. Like check Amy, for instance. Amy, when you think Amy fashion, but he does a lot of pregnancy shoots as well. But he's mostly into fashion. So it's all about branding in terms of how you branding yourself as a photographer, as well as your product. Also, it depends on whether it's are you shooting for press, or are you shooting outdoor, or are you shooting studio, or are you shooting for exhibitions. you know there's photographers that they don't shoot just for anything. They shoot for special purposes. Check if you check TC, for instance. TC does a whole lot of shoots, but you will see a lot of his work as for exhibitions. His shoots like for art. That's what he's branded himself as. And which is a very difficult space to be in terms of getting yourself to be well known like that as TC onto that specific brand. Like, you can see his photos are being used now on TV, and because he's branded himself as that person who's connected with his culture. Which is still brand, and he's still selling a product, but his product is to a specific market. Right now, his markets, from when I checked, it was like Department of Tourism, for instance. They've been using his pictures, but it's not everyone that will say, I want a family shoot like that. So it depends on how you brand yourself as a photographer. That makes you to identify your niche as well. Other people will say, I'm not good with shooting weddings, but I'm good with shooting family shoots, and then they'll stick to shooting family shoots. And then, so we've as photographers, we've got, which is when I speak to a lot of photographers, we get a person that will send a message on Facebook, say, hi, what's your price? And then you're saying, for what type of a shoot? And then they say, for everything. Check, guys. These are some of the photo shoots that we do. We've got family shoots, corporates, we've got company shoots, which is basically corporates. We've got individuals, we've got couple shoots, we've got engagement, we've got pregnancy, we've got people that ask for certain type of shoots. So when someone says to me, can I have your pricing? And then I say, for what type of shoot? And then once you say for everything, I'm confused, because I offer a different shoot. So it's better if someone will be more specific. But to some other people, I'll understand when they say for everything. To me, everything, it means you want prices for pregnancy and newborn, because that's what I've branded myself as. And then if you want other pricing for other type of shoot, then you have to be specific. I'm not sure if you guys are with me on this one. I know a lot of people are probably thinking I'm shooting babies. No, today I'm not shooting. Today I'm not shooting my newborns. Gave them a bit of a break. I'm shooting them tomorrow. I've compiled a list and poses of the pictures that I want for the babies. So I'll do those shoots tomorrow. And obviously I'll post the pictures. I just need to make sure that they're perfect. I need to take my time on those ones. Yeah, so basically, if you just join, I'm just talking about branding and marketing for photographers. And your marketing also, when you look for client, it's also different. There's people that's looking for clients online. Some of your clients might be somewhere on the street. It means you might be having to hand over business cards. I've done that. So I've done I've handed over a lot of business cards on the street, but I realized that people that I find on the street, uh, they they were not really booking me. If I'll rock up to a pregnant woman on the street and give them my business card, some will actually freak out, like, "Yo, what is this guy doing? Can't he see I'm pregnant?" and things like that. So I've stopped giving people my business card, especially pregnant people. I've stopped giving them credit cards on the road because sometimes it looks freaky. Some are not comfortable. So instead, I sometimes ask my wife that, "Baby, kupa umufa the business card," and then when it comes from a woman, it's a bit better, you know. So in terms of where you find your clients, they can be online. A lot of our clients right now are online because a lot of people are watching us on Facebook. They've got data. They're sitting at home. They checking online everything, YouTube, Instagram. So a lot of our clients now are sitting online. There's very few on the streets because we're on lockdown. And then some of your clients might be at church. You can be doing portraits for church organizations. When they update their website, you can be doing that. Or you could be like, if you're a fashion photographer, some of your clients might be at the mall, at the shops at the mall. When you go to the mall, you see we see your pictures. And some of your clients might be on magazines. You people that own magazines, they might be needing pictures to use. Instead of them having to buy them, they might just buy your pictures. So I see a lot of people, in terms of when they're trying to find their clients, they're trying to find clients that are already having a relationship with a certain photographer or with a certain market. You cannot you cannot constantly try to get a market that you see that it's winning. You need to find you need to identify what products you're selling, like what pictures you're selling, and then also uh, find out where those people that want that product are, and sell that product to them. So you don't have to be controlled by the wind that it's a wedding season. Now you looking for people that are getting married. Now it's winter, people are not getting married. So what are you going to do? You're going to look for another thing to run. So it's better if you know exactly who your client is, and then you try to study your market, to study your clientele. Some of the characteristics of the clients could be, some of them may be stingy. I've worked with stingy clients before, and then some might be big spenders. Some might be guys that likes to flaunt or brag. Some might be people that are seeking fame. Some might be people that are reserved. So there's a different types of people. So, like for instance, I don't want a stingy clientele. I want big spenders, because obviously they'll spend big on me, and I want as well clients that are a bit more reserved, that will respect my space and I respect their space. I'm not sure if there's photographers or there's any business that wants stingy clients, but if there is, I'm not sure what you did to select that type of clientele. But yeah, some maybe we don't select, maybe they select us. But yeah, so you need to also identify the lifestyle of the clients that you want. Like I want client that spend big on me. If they flaunt or if they brag, they have to brag nicely about my work. That I did a shoot with Busang and here are the pictures. So that other people can be, can be inspired to come and do a shoot with me. And then yeah, and as well as that's just on the clientele, and obviously there's image that you need to portray. Naika Papa. Papa. Some people say I'm shy. Some people say I'm quiet. I'm now getting confused, but I think I like talking a lot and I like being creative, and I'm an ambassador for a few brands that have seen me as with a different personality, that this guy can represent our brand well, and I've got my own values. So all these things, like in terms of how I conduct myself, how my logo looks like, who I associate with, all those things create an image about me. And and the image that people have about you, sometimes when you're a photographer, because you're a one-man business, the image people have about you, it impacts your business. Because bakasere busang photography is cool, but a DJ and now one dinner, because it's like sole trader, it's almost one and the same person. So whatever that I portray myself as, I need to now think if it impacts my my company in what way. So that's the other thing that people, I've seen a lot of people on social media and on Facebook that will just go and talk a whole lot of stuff. Maybe you being on politics, or you talking about a specific political party. The next thing you go look for a tender to shoot a president of the. Those things sometimes they come back to you. So try to create an image that's literally around your brand, and be as neutral as possible. Sometimes you do want to comment, like especially with this whole lockdowns and stuff. Sometimes we do want to comment, but you need to uh, think in terms of how will this impact my business. This is a very, very short video, guys, that I'm doing live. So you can, let me see. So you can ask me my questions. Lerato says, I'm mistaking uh, maternity shoot. Yo, Askis, Lerato. Askis. Hopefully we'll get uh, another chance to do your pregnancy pictures. I love taking pregnancy pictures. They're very nice. You know, yeah. So guys, feel free to ask me whatever question you have with regards to marketing and advertising. I know very little, but the little that I know has been, I think, has been working for me. One of the most respected ways of marketing, which has got more impacts than any other that I've seen, is word of mouth. It's when people talk about or refer you, they put more than you can add when you talk about yourself. So we need to also be careful in terms of how we treat our clients, even the rude ones. Oh, there's a rude comment I got on my page. Not comment, a message. But it's you try to keep calm, because those rude people know good people that knows good people that can be. Yeah, some you do want to say yes, in kilapile kwena, and then take one, take two, but sometimes you can't, uh, because of social media. People do screen grabs and what, you know but word of mouth is also, it's also very important when you market your business. This is throughout all businesses. Whether you're selling fat cakes, or you're selling slim cakes, or you're selling uh, I don't know, whether you're selling anything, you're selling a car, a house. Word of mouth. When people hear nice things about you, they want to work with you. And you try to be friendly. So to people, because obviously word of mouth is more important, and as well as social media. My social media can be cruel. That's why I'm not too much on Twitter. Let me check your comments. That's why I'm not too much on Twitter, because Twitter is rough. It's rough, and besides, I don't understand it. Now, I'm checking my phone as I'm checking to you guys. Uh, Okay, yeah, Nico is agreeing with me in terms of being non-offensive on social media. So sometimes we do get pushed, guys. Sometimes that's why you find out these celebrities. Sometimes they write other stuff on Twitter, like, "Hey, this celebrity that wrote this," and then you check, you say, maybe ki Photoshop." But because sometimes you do get pushed, as and yeah, but we try to, you know, whether your business is that big or is this small, try to be to be polite, And then we've got also print media. Print media is like your newspapers and stuff. I'm not there. I'm not on print media. I think now there's very businesses that go onto very few businesses that now do their businesses on print media. I don't see myself going to a magazine and printing my advert anymore. I used to do that, and with your Centurion newspapers, rec, re, 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 record, record. Those newspapers, you sell you put your advert there, but they didn't work for me. It was just a waste of money, you know. And creating flyers. I'm trying flyers now. Flyers is also print, but it's a flyer. It's free. It's people. You can just print a flyer. I've printed flyers which I've distributed through a whole lot of gynecologists. You know, and I'm not sure if they're working or not, because I sometimes forget to ask my clients in terms of, did you find me through which gynae? I haven't had one that says I found you through this gun, but it creates an awareness. So flyers, I don't think it's just a waste of money. I think it has a bit of impact in terms of uh, creating awareness. Because remember, there's two things. There's marketing your product, like in case me marketing my pregnancy and newborn cake smash photo shoot, and creating an awareness. So a flyer, to me, I saw it as creating an awareness. You don't have to take it and read it and then book me. You can just say, oh, I've seen this thing somewhere, so that you just look, those things when you just look at it and then later on you say, I've seen this thing somewhere, so that's how I see flyers. So I've distributed flyers to a lot of gynecologists around, and some gynecologists couldn't take my flyers because obviously they've got a relationship or an association with this photographer, but it's all good and well. But where I can, I have distributed, and then it creates nice awareness. And then obviously there's, for print media, under there's billboards, which for me, no. Billboards want you to have an expensive camera, some big megapixels. So I'm not even looking at marketing my work on billboards. And then for social media, which is my last point. For social media, we've got a lot of platforms on social media for advertising. Like when I did my research some time ago, it was like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Vimeo, WeChat, Pinterest, etc., etc. But there's certain clientele on Facebook. What's that sound, my children? There's certain clientele on Facebook that might be interested in your services, and that same clientele you might not find on on Instagram. You know, I've also noticed that people that come through to me via Facebook are actually a little bit different than people that come to you via Instagram. I don't want to go into details there before I offend anyone. But there's different they've got that different personality, man. Some of the people I can tell that found me on Instagram, that found me on Facebook. I think that's why also maybe my numbers in terms of Instagram and Facebook, they're not even on par. They, like Facebook, I think I'm on like 50 something thousand likes, and with inquiries like constantly so. And then on Instagram, how many followers do I have on Instagram? Maybe about 11,000 or something. You know, and I see that on Instagram I still need to get into that market. And you'll find people that they've got like 2,000 likes on Facebook, but Instagram like 150,000. Because there's that difference, man. And Twitter, I don't advertise on Twitter. I tried, And maybe I will post a picture once in a very long time, but I don't even know how to respond to someone that liked my and commented. And it's nice when I see the trend or the thread on Facebook, picture by picture, to see which one follows which one. So on Twitter, I'm blank. I just check, and then if I responded, I would respond, luckily so, or I'm just gonna fail to respond. So I'm not that much on Twitter, but on Facebook, I'm there and I'm very active. My Busang photography page on Facebook is very active. How does Facebook work? I've got 50,000 uh, followers on Facebook. When I post a picture, Facebook, chances are it distributes that picture to only 5% of you guys that like my page. Only 5% will see it. So within that, I don't know, 50, I don't know what's the 5%. Is it 250? 2,500? I'm not sure. But Facebook will distribute that picture to only a few people until I start paying. So I pay Facebook. I pay Facebook. They bill me uh, based on my advert. So when you see my poster and it says sponsored, it means I sponsor I sponsored it. I paid Facebook for certain money for a certain reach. So if I've got 50,000 people that follow my page, I post a picture, Facebook will distribute it to about 5% of them. The other 95%, I need to sponsor. So I need to pay Facebook for them to show you, if you fall within that 95%, to show you what I've posted. So it's not everyone. That's why sometimes you follow a page and the next thing you don't see posts, even though they post every day. But when you go to the page, they've posted a lot of stuff. That's because Facebook hides their post from you until they pay. So Facebook, that's how it works. For me, it works. So for each and every single shoot that I do, I bill for Facebook. Yes, those hidden costs. I bill for, if it's a cake smash, for instance, I'll bill for that. I'm going to market my business with maybe this picture on Facebook. Maybe I'll bill you 50 Rand for that. And as well as for cleaning my studio, for editing. So there's a whole lot of stuff that we bill for in terms of the price that you eventually pay for a photo shoot. There's makeup, there's time editing, there's electricity, there's knowledge, there's gear, there's experience, there's cleaning, there's so in my costs there's that Facebook Facebook marketing fee, so that's how Facebook works. It's not like when you've got 50,000 or 100,000 followers on Facebook, when you post 100,000 people will see it. No, it's not like that. So that's why even if you have 5,000 followers, you can still reach like 500,000 followers on Facebook with 5,000 followers that you have, depending on how much money you're willing to pay. When you boost, Facebook will tell you that, okay, for this audience, you are likely to reach this number of people. So that's how Facebook work. I use it. I don't use Google Sense, Google Ads. I don't use it. And Twitter, I did already speak about it. Instagram, also getting onto that line of Facebook, but Instagram is not as strict as Facebook is, because Instagram can still send your picture to a lot of people that follow you, even though it's not all of them. And because of the hashtags, obviously your marketing and your awareness gets added. You're able to reach people that are searching for a certain hashtag. In Facebook, people, we don't search for hashtags. We only search for hashtag if there's something that's juicy. But we hardly search for hashtags on Facebook. It's only on Twitter and Instagram. So Instagram hashtags do work. And then in terms of WhatsApp, now people are into the WhatsApp statuses. I'm trying to do that, to post as well, post on Facebook, Instagram, and also on my WhatsApp statuses. If because I have realized that people also uh, go to WhatsApp statuses, and then if I'm there as well, it makes my company to be, or my reach to be a bit broad, you know. And then YouTube is also a marketing platform, but YouTube I'm trying now. So like these videos, this whole setup thing, it's some stuff I saw on YouTube. It's like, hey, this is nice. Let me try this out, you know. So YouTube, I'm trying to get onto YouTube. I do have videos, but on YouTube that I've put under my name. I'm not even sure what my YouTube channel is, but I do have a YouTube channel. I think it's DJ Busang. I think my YouTube channel is DJ Busang. So I am into YouTube now. I've been using my Osmo Action to vlog. So I've been using this. Okay, without this, because this looks weird. I've been using this to vlog now. Like, where's the frame? Like, hey guys, I'm here now, and so I've been trying. I just need to get myself a good mic, because the audio that comes out of this thing is not really that nice. So I am onto YouTube, getting into that YouTube. Since we're all sitting at home, I mean, might as well, since I'm getting more time as well, I might as well use that time to reach other people. And LinkedIn, I'm not really that active, but my company is there. But there's hardly a lot of photographers that will use LinkedIn, like Google Plus. Vimeo to stop videos, yes, we do. This Tumblr, I don't know what it is, that thing. And then Pinterest, I've tried Pinterest, but I've noticed that people that are on Pinterest, they're not there to book a photographer, they're there to look for ideas. So, yeah, and so basically that's how about I go about marketing my business in terms of advertising and stuff. So now let me check your comments. Thank you to everyone that's watching. I really appreciate it. It encourages me, guys, to do more. Maybe sometimes I'll have a boring topic. Just tell me when I start. Hey, Busang, your topic is boring, And then if my topic is interesting, just engage with me. I'm just looking for comments that need answers, because there's a lot of comments, people saying hi, nice. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. Galston, I see you. Fanas, I see Fanas Skuman. Fanas Skuman is one of the guys that when I studied photography, I attended his photography class. So I've known him for quite some time. Thanks to Misang for the quality thing. Lerato, we did speak about the next one. Lerato Sijo says, oh, how much is big spending? Big spending is enough. Is enough for big spending is people that won't try to negotiate for your price to go down, but they'll negotiate for you to go up. Guys, let me tell you a story. I was doing, at one point I was shooting a pregnancy shoot for 1,500, and this client rocked up to me. That was my most expensive package, 1,500, and then that's long time ago. And this client came and he looked at my pictures and he said, I'm cheap and I need to charge double of what I was charging. And double that was like 3,000, and I thought he's joking. The guy paid me 3,000 and he told me that I must not decrease my price going forward. No, I was scared. I'm not sure if that's Lerato, if that's a big spender, or that's someone that's encouraging me to increase my pricing. I increased my pricing to 3,000, just like that. And I got a different clientele from the people that I used to shoot. So, which is one other thing that I forgot to mention in terms of the pricing. As a photographer or as a service provider, your price is suited for a certain market. That's why we've got ShopRite and we've got Woolworths. There's people that will go to ShopRite and there's people that will go to Woolworths to buy the something similar, but the experience might be different and the quality might be different, but they might look similar. So your pricing as well has impact on who your client market is. So this guy pay me double, and I increased my prices, and I fell onto a different clientele. You know, sometimes I'm grateful that I fell into this clientele because that previous one, hey, the, sometimes you know that market, ne? That market, long time market, ne? Not my clients from long time ago. The people that used to make inquiries, and after I give them the price, which is already cheap, they're still negotiating for discount. Ne? When I increased my pricing, when I told them the price, they did not come back to negotiate for discount because I was not going to give discount from what I was already charging. So it's a different clientele, and I'm grateful for this one. Uh, Let me see. What's, Sia, why is your message saying bring them on camera? I'm not sure. Let me click here. Oh, no. They say I must add you on camera. Okay, thanks, Ellie. That's very important on being non-offense. Okay, we've spoken about what are the Bonolo saying. What are the top three elements that you believe will do well to build your brand and image? Firstly, is understanding and knowing you yourself. Don't try to be someone that you're not, because you'll get tired. You know, as a photographer, Bonolo, you are your own brand. Even though we can name our companies different names and things like that, but as a photographer, you your own brand. So I try to be myself, you know, and not that I'm always like this. You know, sometimes I am grumpy, sometimes I am very hyper, and most of the time I'm hyper, you know, and so that's me. That's number one. Trying to be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. I'm not trying to be anyone else. I might be inspired by other people or by other brands, but this is my brand. You know, there's a good friend of mine that taught me that your own brand is good enough for you. You can just need to grow it. So instead of trying to be a fake of a certain brand, you know, just grow your own brand, and that's number one, and being yourself, ne? And then number two number two is respecting your clients. Uh, don't be rude. I've seen a lot of. Okay, sometimes we do, especially as photographers, sometimes we do get carried away by the number of likes we get in the photos, and then all of a sudden you become big-headed. You know, you like, yeah, I'm the man. You know, I get 1,000 likes. I used to get 8,000 likes on Facebook. You know, now I get excited by like 2,000 or 1,000 likes because of how they've changed their mathematic what blah, 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 blah. Their 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 advertising strategy, that now people must pay more in order for their work to be, you know. So let's not get carried away by the number of likes that we get, you know. Let's remain calm, and you as good as your last photo or something like that. So that's the second one. And the third one, never stop learning. You know, I'm learning. Now I'm doing these videos. I'm checking. Hey, maybe I was not supposed to show this piece here. Where am I pointing? This piece here. You see, there's some stuff that, you know. Why is Siri talking now? Siri, I'm not talking to
I
you.
didn't get that.
Yeah, you can't get it because I'm not talking to you. You know, so yeah, so those are the main three things, you know. Stay true and believe in your brand, and respect your clientele, and then keep learning. Those are my three elements. I still learn. I look at pictures like, ish, can I do this picture better? How was it taken? Things like that. And then this is my second and last. Hey man, wait. Oh, this is my second and last pregnancy tutorial. Ah, Lerato. Ish. Huskies. Mara, maybe drop me what's this? An inbox. Let's see what we can do for you, Lerato, ne? Let's do. I love taking pregnancy photo shoots. It's nice. It's very nice. Knowing that you're taking a picture of 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 a beautiful stage of life. You know, pregnancy. Newborn. Those I even get goosebumps when I think about pregnancy shoots. Let me see what other comment is here. Uh, Ellie says, now that you are an award-winning or popular photographer, do you market or advertise as we did? Yeah, I think now, Ellie, I advertise more than I used to advertise before. It's just that before I was advertising to everyone, but now I'm advertising to a certain clientele that I believe that they are my clients. I'm not going for everyone. I'm going for the people that I want. That's why even when I boost a post on Facebook, I select that I want the person that sees this to be between 18 and 42, and they must be interested in 1, 2, 3. Wait, something something went off. I'm coming. I forgot to put a fresh bit. So I forgot to put a fresh bit. I'm surprised why my lights just went off, but I'm back now. So yeah, right now when I market my work, I market more than I ever did before, uh, because uh, there's pressure now. That I'm used to getting this much market. Now, if I don't get that much market, now I lost my composition. Was I sitting here? Am I good here? Okay, maybe let me sit like this. I don't like this thing that shows up there. So yeah, so I market myself even more. It's just that I market now to a certain clientele. I don't market myself to models, for instance, because I don't shoot models. I shoot specific models, but models are not my my business. That I'll say, okay, if I can shoot 5 models this week, I'll be able to buy bread. They're not in that line, but I know that pregnant women, yes, they make me buy bread. So I don't market myself to people uh, that are not basically my main client, so to speak. Nah? Let's see. Nico, I did speak about sponsoring posts in terms of how it works. So with sponsored posts, the more you pay, the more people you reach. And the number of the people you reach does not mean that all of them are going to book you. Some people, they just like saying how much or send me price. They don't have any intentions of booking you. And within those people, there's some people that when they say how much, they don't even care what you're gonna say after. They just want to say, I want to book for your services. Some people even book you forgetting to ask you about the price. And then they just say, send me banking details. I need to pay the deposit. And then they go like, oh, Ghana. Kind of how much do you charge? And then you give them the price. They don't care. They pay, you know. And other people, they'll try to negotiate. So so it's how it is. So when you boost a post on Facebook, not everyone that inquires is your client, and not everyone is your client. So I pay. I'm not sure how much was my bill for last month for Facebook because we were on lockdown. I didn't boost much, but now that we're moving on to level 3, obviously there's one post now that bath. Where is it? That bath photo shoot is. I've boosted it. Let me show you which one. I've got my laptop here today, and for some reason, oh, there we go. So I've boosted the bath one. Just want to show you. Maybe. Hi man, where's my mouse? Why is my laptop slow? Mouse, come here. I want to show you the picture that I've boosted. Actually, I love this shot, eh? I love this shot. And it's rich in colors. I just love the bath. So I've boosted this shot now. And it's a beautiful picture, ne? I know. It's so beautiful, this picture. I've boosted this picture because I want to attract now clients. We're moving on to level 3, so I need people to book. This is actually a home shoot. I've boosted it. So the more you boost, the more chances of you being able to get out to a lot of clients. I sometimes pay about 2005 to Facebook together with the one for Instagram on a monthly basis. Sometimes it's less, sometimes more, depending on how busy I want to be. So we do sponsor posts. You don't just post and your picture is seen by millions of people. You pay. It's not rocket science, that part. You pay. Me and you need a crash course on tweet. I have same problem with Hey Michael, Michael says he also has got the same problem with regards to the Twitter thing. Twitter yambala. I'm struggling with Twitter. Yeah, I'm not even entertaining it anymore. How much role does a website play into your marketing? Website is tricky, ne? I do get a lot of inquiries on my website because there's a certain clientele that believe in website. If you don't have a website, they won't book you. So regardless of me whether thinking website is worth it or it's not worth it, just have yourself a website so that people can go there and see your work. And I'm still looking for someone to change my website into a much more user-friendly for me, because currently it's hard-coded. It's a PHP what. So it's difficult for me to manage and to maintain and upload pictures. So I need to find a way to make it maybe easy for me, But I haven't updated my website in a very long time. But people still do go to my website, fill up the contact us form, and then I get an email. So it's good to have a website as well. It's worth it, if you want to go do corporate work, we need to find you on like your company name.co.za. This includes as well when you have your email address. Some people don't respond positively to what photography at Yahoo or at Gmail. They don't respond positively. They want to say your name at yourcompanyname.co.za or .com. So try to have a website as well as your email address. Let it be your domain. Don't use like your Gmail. When you start, yes, use Gmail and webmail and Yahoo, but once you start, I think it's not too expensive to have a domain. I think it's like 19 Rand a month or something like that. and my clients are in Soweto. I don't think they can afford 3K for maternity shoot. Prince, you'd be surprised that I do get clients from Soweto that come and pay for my most expensive package. I'm not shooting clients from Sentin. I'm shooting clients from Oliven, from Tembisa, from they do come and pay for it's all about the branding. It's not about where your client is from. Regardless of where your client stays, that does not mean they cannot afford your services or they cannot afford to pay. I mean, I've seen someone parking a Golf 5 GTI next to a Mkuku in Witbank, you know? So that does not mean that based on where people are they cannot afford a certain service or they cannot afford to pay that much for a service. It depends on in the beginning when I stated with regards to uh, your branding, how you brand yourself. You know, uh, yes, Bunolo even says that there are clients that can pay 3,000. Some pay more, Papa. Some pay more. Some will pay 5.5. Huh? Some will pay 7.2. So there's a lot of people that will pay for a service. As long as when the client wants for your service, they don't care how much you want. They do care, but sometimes they don't care. They just want your service. You know. Then let me see algorithm. Yes, it's English. It's English. Gideon gets English algorithm, not mathematics. Thanks then. Simone, tell them the story about when you started. Ish, on my next one, I'll because I did on my I think on my first, I did talk about how I started, and but yeah, I did talk about how I started. Maybe I'll put notes together and just have a live session whereby I talk about how to start a photography business, or how I started, not how to start, how I started my own photography business. And the ladies who came in and chose greater packages. Okay, yeah, okay, guys, yeah. So maybe on my next one, Simone, I'll talk about how I started my photography business. But yeah, this basically has been about it. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this one. What do you guys think of my lights? Hey, how can I forget? How can I forget this? Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, maybe a minute. But yeah, guys, you can ask me questions. Aha, there we go. I almost forgot. Check this out. I still want a song. Huh? I still want a song for this. Zing, 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 zing. Ah! Can someone give me a song for this thing? Or someone, maybe, I don't know. I just need to add a song onto this thing. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was worth your data and your time. And yeah, until I need to now go prepare outfits for the newborn. Maybe I might go live again tomorrow doing the newborn shoot. Yeah, because the twins, hey, it's their mission. But we are winning. We've got 2 pictures so far. The aim is to have 16 or 15. We've got 2 pictures so far that I really, really like. Yes, we do have a couple of pictures, but that I really, really, really like. And I'm still gonna go back and plan more pictures. Thank you so much for watching. Here's my logo again.